We've got some massive news with the Browns and Raiders, and I think there's something beneath the surface here. Let's quickly talk about this. FanDuel just went from the Raiders laying 1.5 to the Browns laying 1.5. Why? Maxx Crosby is out. Davante Adams is out. Michael Mayer is out. Now, let me ask you a question. If this is a playoff game, are Davante Adams and Maxx Crosby playing? Of course they are. This is indicative of something larger. This is an Antonio Pierce problem. Remember, homeboy's punting the ball a couple weeks ago and then comes out, calls out his players the following week for making business decision. Maxx Crosby and Davante Adams in particular were responsible as an interim getting Antonio Pierce the job. So again, let me ask you this question. All of a sudden, Davante Adams and Maxx Crosby can't give it a go at home against Cleveland? Nah, they made a business decision. They're sitting on their coach. You can lock that up. I don't care what anybody tells you. They're sitting on their coach, and the Browns now are favored at the Raiders.
So Antonio Pierce got the job because he was a player's coach. And he really got the job because he was just the opposite of Josh McDaniels for a stretch. Clearly in over his head, not a real NFL head coach. Look, him calling out his players, who are the only reason why he has the gig, that is not a good sign. We are on the verge of a mutiny here in Las Vegas. So you think there's drama around UNLV? No. The Raiders said, hold my beer. We're going to be the most dysfunctional football team in this city right now. And now it has me wondering, because you brought it up during the break, Patrick, if they're going to trade some of these guys, if they're holding them out to get some value for them, to tear this thing down and rebuild, because obviously they thought they were going to get a quarterback in the draft. They thought they were going to get Michael Penix. Once that situation fell the way it did, where Atlanta stayed where they were and took Penix, it messed up the Raiders' plans. Because they don't have a quarterback, this thing's gross and ugly. I wonder what the market is for Adams. There's three teams that jump off the page to me when I think about potentially trading for Adams. One would be the Jets, obviously. They have Aaron Rodgers, who he played with in Green Bay, and they have Hassan Reddick, maybe, who they could dangle in a deal. Two, the Dallas Cowboys, who desperately need another weapon on that offense. We saw that last night. And then three, one of the teams that thought they were going to get Brandon Ayuk, the Washington Commanders. Could they potentially make a deal to pair Adams with a young Jaden Daniels there in the nation's capital? Those were the three that jumped out to me, if indeed Davante Adams could be on the move here.
Yeah, that's laid out well. Again, we've got a flip. FanDuel minutes ago was Vegas laying 1.5. It's now Cleveland over at FanDuel laying 1.5. And all you have to do, play this little game. If this was a playoff game, you think Maxx Crosby and Davante Adams are giving it a go? Of course they are. They're sitting on their coach.
Thanks for watching, but don't let the betting insights end here. If you want an extra edge this football season, you can get a month of VSiN Pro right now absolutely free. That means access to our betting insights, analysis, and tools like our betting splits at zero cost to you. Click the link in the description to sign up.